Hi guys, my name is Ankita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I review makeup products that are recently launched on different platforms, including Nykaa, Tira, Ajio, or whatever beauty platforms we have. And I have a bunch of makeup that I want to review for you guys. So let's dive into the video. Let's start with perfume, and I have the new launched Huda perfume with me. Now, a lot of vloggers from different parts of the world did say that this smells fishy, and I disagree with that. It's actually a cherry perfume, a cherry gourmand perfume, and it has a very evident cherry note, but the cherry is not at all medicinal. It's a nice sweet cherry, like imagine you have a vanilla caramel custard and you have a cherry on the top. This is exactly how this perfume smells. It's not very long lasting. It actually fades with time and becomes more of a skin scent. Also, I found weak projection, at least on my body, but it's a nice fragrance to have. Now, this perfume retails for rupees 7,000 for 50 ml, which is not exactly affordable. So try to get your hands on this perfume during sales. Also, you can find some vouchers, discount offers on Tira. So keep checking in case if you want to try this perfume. The next product is again a fragrance. This is Milk Drops by Mykonos. I have been wanting to get this perfume from a very long time, but this wasn't really available in India. But now it's available on different platforms. So let's talk about the perfume. Now, the name says Milk Drops. I actually thought this will be a milk gourmand fragrance. Imagine a glass of milk with a lot of sugar and some caramel vanilla to it, but it's not that perfume. It has a very prominent almond note, a very prominent one with vanilla in the background, and there are other notes too. It also has rose to it, which balances the sweetness of the perfume. So, if you think this is going to be a nice sweet perfume, this is a nice fragrance for sure, but it's not a sweet fragrance. And is it a blind buy? No, it isn't a blind buy. Not everyone is going to like this kind of fragrance. The wear time is decent. It's not very long lasting on me, but it's also lasted for more than 2 hours on me. So paying 2750 for this perfume is justified. I don't think that's really a bad deal. Only buy this if you like cozy fragrances. One is a restock from Vanilla Victoria's Secrets, the Bare Vanilla Cashmere. This was out of stock from such a long time, almost for a year's time. And I was using my normal Bare Vanilla. The moment I saw this is launched back on Victoria's Secrets and on Myntra, I got my hands. Now it shows out of stock. But oh my god, this is such a cozy perfume. This is a winter perfume, but I've also been wearing this in rainy season, and it actually makes me feel good. It uplifts my mood. I love anything cashmere because it's woody. It gives you that cozy vibe, which I love, especially you feel you should be tucked into blankets, it should be cold outside, and you feel nice and you smell good. This is exactly how this makes you feel. I don't know if you can relate to this or not. Let's start with makeup category. My first product is K by Katrina Cashmere Lip Blur. Now, this went viral and for all the right reason. The packaging here looks very simple, like a simple tint, but it's a mousse tint that has a applicator that's so unique. Can you see the bristle applicator? That's correct. Now, this kind of applicators is seen in Korean industry, and I'm so glad that an Indian brand could come up with something like that. I have heard some mixed reviews and some really good reviews about this product. Now, this is a tint, but a moussey one. It's not your liquid tint. This applicator or this texture of the mousse requires some sort of work. So the moment you try to apply this on the lips, it's not just, you need to work it out. You need to spread it properly because it's moussey in texture. This one is in the shade Soft Power, which is a very nice soft pink color. You can see the packaging is exactly of that shade color. It blurs all your fine lines, all your lip imperfections, and gives a very nice moussey texture on the lips, and it's very comfortable. Talking about the wear time, the moment you start eating, it is going to shift, it is going to disappear because it's mousse in texture, but it still leaves a stain behind, which looks nice, natural, and decent. If you ask me, is this worth buying or not? I personally loved wearing this. I really enjoyed wearing this. I also enjoy the applicator. I think such beauty finds are unique and they have actually nailed with the formulation. I don't know who are the people who did not really like the texture, but I honestly loved it and I totally recommend getting this. Talking about the matte lips, Huda Beauty has also launched its new product, which is a liquid matte mousse. It comes in this very sleek packaging, and I also kind of love the applicator. The shade is a very nice rosy nude. It is a nice pinky with brown undertones. And the moment you start applying it on your lips, it gives a very nice blur effect. It doesn't really dry out my lips. It did not feel drying on my lips. I wore it at least for 2 to 3 hours and it was nice and it stayed put. It starts disappearing the moment you start eating, drinking, which is a very common thing with lipsticks. And I don't really have any problem reapplying my lipsticks. But if you hate reapplying lipsticks, then you can kind of avoid this. The brand recommends applying these lip mousse with the lip liners, and I have tried it with a lip liner and without the lip liner. And I recommend trying this with lip liner. It gives a very different effect. So, what people have been doing on the internet is they take a darker shade lip liner and then go in with these lip mousse because they are mostly light shades. So they look very different with the darker lip liners. But I actually went for a same color lip liner and actually it looked even better on me personally. And that's just my opinion. You definitely should get one from this range. They have some really nice browns, some really nice pinky browns. Even Vaseline has come with a new product, and I'm actually loving whatever they have launched. It's a Gluta Lip Serum Gloss. I really like the applicator. It makes the application really nice. The shade is plum shade, which will suit so many people out there. The formulation feels between gloss and a oil. It's very comfortable. It doesn't really heal your chapped lips, but if you don't really want to wear lipsticks and you just want to go out, run errands, and you want to wear something that's glossy and comfortable, then I totally recommend getting this. Now it retails for 5.99, but you can get it for 4.49 in sale. This is, I believe, launched on all platforms, Tira, Nika. I see this everywhere now. It's there on Myntra as well. So whatever platform offers you a better rate, you can get your hands on this. The next product that we're talking about is the Maybelline Lifter Gel that has been making quite a number of rounds on the internet. I love the applicator. I have to give them full marks for the applicator. Now the texture is somewhere between a gloss and a lip oil. It's nice. It's thick. It's not thin. It is thick. And it keeps your lips moisturized and nourished all the time. I got it in two shades. This one is Vanilla Horchata, which is a very sheer brown kind of color. And wait, this is Strawberry Shake. It's also a very nice mauvish pink color that will flatter so many skin tones. I think both shades are fantastic. They have a sheer and pigmented range in this. Whatever suits you, get your hands on that one. My next product is the newest launch from Fenty Beauty. These are your Shake and Play blushes. I really love the applicator and it's, can you just see that? It's that sponge kind of applicator, the one She Glam has, but a little different from that. And the shade is really nice, petal pink. You can see that. I think She Glam has a similar shade and Rare Beauty also has a similar shade in their range. Really like how it blends. It blends like a dream. Now this one is the lightest shade. This is Bow Peep. And I think this will flatter the light skin tones really well. You can go for a darker shade if you think this is too light for your skin tone. If I'm not wrong, it comes in 5 shades, and I got the lightest one. All you have to do is shake it well, and then the product that comes out on the sponge is all you have to apply. 2 dots is more than enough. It actually blends like a dream. It gives a very nice natural flush of color on the cheeks. I think it's a nice blush in my opinion. And if you are thinking to whether get your hands onto it or not, just get it. You will not be disappointed with this. A minute of silence with these two products. I kept stalking them from so many months. I thought they will launch this in India sooner because it's Laneige, and normally Laneige products do get stocked up on Nykaa or Tira as soon as they are released in other parts of the world. But this one actually took some time. It doesn't really come with a keychain. This is the keychain I had at home. I had a Kajal lip gloss. Now that was expired. So what I did is I hung up on them, and it actually becomes a cute accessory to put it on your bag. But let's talk about the product. I got it in the shade Lo-Fi Mauve, and the other shade is Jazzy Jam. They are quite similar, both the shades. It's just that this is the lighter version and this has a little like one shade darker version. This is. Now, I will first talk about the applicator. It's a nice applicator. Can you see it has that bend to it, which actually hugs your lips properly and gives you a very nice glossy finish, and it leaves a tint behind. But I see a lot of female creators making reels on Instagram that this leaves a white cast kind of thing when it comes in contact with water or your saliva. That is true. So all you have to do is apply this, leave it for 15-20 minutes. The gloss starts to settle, not smack your lips also. It starts to settle and it leaves the tint behind. And the main purpose of this is when the gloss wears off, it leaves a very nice natural tint which did not even settle into my fine lines. I know makeup, skincare is all subjective. I really loved them and I think they are 100% worth your money. You just have to choose a right shade. If you have pigmented lips, or let's just say you have a darker skin tone, then go for a darker shade like you have your reds and maroons. You also have the mocha shade, which will, I think, suit everyone. They start sheer and then they go buildable, but the tint they leave behind is darker than the glossy part. So I would rate this a 9 on 10. It turns milky, whatever people are showing on the internet. That is true. So make sure that you do not come in contact with water for at least first 10 minutes. But I love them. Matcha is all over the internet, so why not a matcha perfume? Now, this one is by Tipsy Beauty. It is the matcha vanilla mousse. And let me tell you, even if you are a matcha hater, you should definitely try this one. This is such a well balanced matcha perfume, which is not overly grassy or overly sweet. It has this citrus note to it, which balances the matcha and vanilla so well. They've actually nailed it with this one. Even if you hate matcha, try this matcha. Last product for this video is these Morphe brushes are recently launched on Tira, and I will talk about the first brush, that's M240. Now this is designed for contouring and bronzing purpose. I use this for powder bronzers, but I also use this for setting the face with powder. Also, I use at times for blush, the powder blush, and it works like an all-rounder. It has this, can you see, effect for sculpting. It actually contours and bronzes really well. It hugs on the right parts of the cheeks and it does the job really well. It's for 2500, but whenever Nika goes on a sale, try to get your hands on this brush. Then the next brush is a blush brush. This is designed for your powder blushes and this for your cream, but you can use vice versa. It actually does the job pretty well in blending. Uh, you can clearly see how easy it is to use these brushes. And the last one is the one for foundation and for a concealer. This is how it looks. It actually gives you a nice control to apply your tints or your foundations, and this is a perfect concealer brush. I have been using this non-stop since the day I got it, and I think all these three brushes are such a big hit in my opinion. If you are a beginner and you don't really know where to start with, I think the dual ended brushes are very convenient to use. You can just get one brush and use it basically for everything. You don't really need 100 brushes for different roles. But I am a makeup lover and I really enjoy using makeup tools too, is the reason I got these brushes. Morphe does amazing brushes, by the way. So finally, we have come to an end of the video. You can drop in your comments and tell me which products were your favorite if you have tried any, or if you want me to review any specific product. These were all the new launches. If you have stayed up till now, then please like, save, share my content and shower me with a lot of love. and keep motivating me like this. I will catch you in the next video. Till then, bye and take care of yourself.